People, this is just a quick review on the Goggles N3 as I've had them for about 6 months now and I have noticed a few things. So I'm just going to get straight to the point. First thing I'll say is these are the most comfortable DJI goggles ever to be produced to me, in my own opinion. Reason being is the first DJI goggles to be supplied with a foam faceplate, which most DJI goggle owners always upgrade to the faceplate foam, the foam faceplate, which automatically that allows for extra comfortness. Base, this is a box shaped goggle and not a traditional goggle style. What that allows is extra space for glasses. If you do wear glasses, this is a high key for you. If you try to look at the other DJI goggles, it's sort of hard to fly with glasses. However, the fact that this doesn't have the adjustable diopters means you can just use your glasses, whereas the other goggles you have to, I don't wear glasses, so I'm guessing you would have to find out your diopter. I don't know. You'd have to get it sort of adjusted to your eyesight, whereas these, you just put the goggles over your glasses, which is much better. Another thing I'll say, it's got the built-in battery like the Goggles 3 and the DJI Goggles Integra. Has pros and cons. It means it's just less things dangling down. It means you can't swap this out for an external. It means once this dies you have to charge the whole goggles. You can't just change the battery. It's nice though because you can also adjust this. The adjustment tool is much better than on the Goggles 2, which I previously used to use. It's very fast. There's not much difference to the Goggles 3, I must say, apart from direct live streaming. But if you've checked out my channel, you'll see that I have a video showing you how to live stream from the Goggles N3, which is, it's not exactly the same way, but it's still, you still can get some form of wireless streaming from these goggles. Now in terms of features, it doesn't really miss a lot of features. It still has the goggles defog. You can see the fan here and a fan there, and I believe down below this is where the fan sections are. I haven't watched a full breakdown of what it looks like underneath. I don't really care, but these are also goggles, they're very new, so companies are starting to do the wrap grade skins for these as well, so you can get wrap grades for these. However, if you don't find any, just drop me a DM on Instagram or TikTok and I'll be found to send you some, or can even create you some, as custom vinyls is a part of my thing, used to be. Another thing as well about the DJI Goggles N3, they're light. The battery life is not as bad. I think it's the same as on the Goggles 3. To be fair, all these batteries look the same. I doubt they will change the battery. It looks okay. Looks alright, not the best, but I feel like all DJI products have some sort of beauty to them. The colors, the feel, the materials they use, it's not easy to fray. Like some of my other FPV goggles or the older DJI gear, you'd see a bit of hairs, and how I remove them when it gets a little bit fluffy and tacky, I just use a lighter and burn them off. But with these, they're light. I must say one of the biggest features for me is the lens. This tends to use one screen, so both lenses are looking into one screen, whereas on the Goggles 3 it's two separate screens. For me, I sort of prefer the one screen. You just looking into the one screen, it sort of feels a little bit better, as well as, yeah, as well as the two double. I mean, the two double screens is probably better, a bit more better clarity, but you don't really see that much difference in terms of viewing the FPV feed. Now, one thing I always said to people that use DJI goggles, filming in 4K 30 is okay if you're flying slow. However, if you're flying a bit fast, in general, I think 4K 60 just looks better in the feed of the goggles, as well as it gives you more options later on in post-production. I mean you can crop back down to 4K 30 as an export on your timeline, so that's fine if you only shoot in 4K 30. But just in terms of the goggles and the refresh rate, not that I'm that in tuned with it, I just always have felt from personal experience 4K 60 or 4K 50 is much better in the goggle feed. It looks much more crisp. 4K 30 in any DJI goggles to me just starts to look a bit choppy, especially when you start to up your speed of your FPV drone. So once again, this was just a quick review of my experience and what I feel of the Goggles N3. These pretty much come with my Neo 2, so I pretty much got it with the drone. Would I have bought them? Yes, they are perfect. They're phenomenal. I think all DJI gear is, not that I'm not sponsored. I'll make that clear, but I just feel like all their gear is over engineered and they do take some serious consideration into their gear. DJI being a worldwide brand sort of gives me a little bit of reminiscence of Apple, but I will say these are a must buy. If you wear goggles, buy them. You can do the FCC hack. It does have micro SD. It does have wireless charge. I mean, sorry, a USB-C charger. You can connect to your phone. You can connect to your phone and then wirelessly stream from your phone to another Apple device, it being an iPad or MacBook. That's sort of how you wirelessly stream these goggles. But I will say, if you're considering these or thinking, should I get these or the goggles free? In terms of price, you might as well buy it. It's not that much missing from the goggles free in terms of design and wireless streaming capability, but you still can do it with the Goggles N3. It's just a little bit more longer and it's a little bit more messy in terms of you will need your phone and the wire and the other device that you want to stream to. So yeah, must say out of 10, I would give these an 8.5 out of 10.